That's my little bed slats waiting to cut. I'm just waiting for my walls to dry enough to kind of move and stuff. Oh no, something's crawling on this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, you're not dry yet. Don't do that.
Hi, I'm Kiki, and after a year living in my Blingo Silver, roaming around Scotland, I've bought a bigger van. Join me as I figure out how to turn this Renault Traffic van into my new home.
Okay, I'm a little rusty with the camera thing. I also have like a light shining pretty much in my eyes because I keep meaning to record and not doing it. I'm just too out of the routine and out of practice with it, and I keep thinking, oh yeah, I'll record that like when it's light outside and I have a decent amount of light, and instead it's 9:15 on a very rainy, overcast day, so I've turned a light on my face, which is probably gonna look interesting. Hello everyone, it has been way too long since I have done a video. It's just been kind of one thing after another. I got really busy trying to get my van to a point where I could stay in it and you know, be away for work and things, and not be reliant on the friends that I've been working on the van at their place, because I spent a lot longer at their place than I think any of us expected. So yeah, I was kind of crazy busy with that, and I had hay fever and other stuff wrapped in whilst trying to desperately get work done on it, and also trying to do paid work. I need to work because I've just spent all my money on my new home. And yeah, it's just been one thing after another. I get quite tired when I first start work. I feel like if I did it all year round, I'd just become super fit, and I'd just get moderately tired. But because I am not as active through the winter, and because this year, the sort of spring run up to the season, when last year I was, you know, out getting lots of exercise and hiking a lot, this year I just spent working on my van and got like no cardio at all. So then when I went off and tried to start going canyoning and running ahead of people in the canyon to get cool photos and stuff, which I love doing, I was just really unfit, and I still feel really unfit. I must be fitter at this stage because I've been doing it for a couple of months, but yeah, I just feel like I could do with doing it all year round, but it gets a little bit too cold in Scotland for people to go canyoning past like September, maybe October. Yeah, it's just been tiring, and I still do not have power in my van. The light that I currently have on is my one that I used to have in silver, and it's my little like USB rechargeable one. And yeah, I still don't have power in. I'm currently back down in Fife, and hopefully going to be building a box around all my electrical-y stuff so that it can go under the bed but not get like damaged by anything when there's wires and things. So hopefully doing that, and we'll have power in the van soon. But yes, it has been warm recently, and by warm I mean a lot hotter than Scotland usually is. I have had my fridge is now in like a little kitchen thing that I've built, which I will show you guys soon. I think I filmed some of that when I was building it. I did get a bit kind of busy and a bit yeah, I stopped filming at some point because I just needed to get stuff done, and it takes a lot longer if you keep stopping to get cameras out and stuff. So yes, I have my fridge in place and have been using ice packs in it, which luckily there is a freezer where I work and I can switch them out. It does mean that if I take a day off, I basically still have to go to work if it's a hot day, because otherwise my stuff will all go off. But it's an improvement on before that. Like a month or so ago, I was running with just like a cool bag, and then yeah, it was even worse. Luckily it wasn't quite as hot. But my fridge is in place in my kitchen unit, and it just needs power to go to it. I have managed to get solar panels on the roof, and they just need a battery to connect to. And I have been getting a little bit frustrated the last week. I've kind of just, yeah, I go for quite a while with things being difficult and just a little bit more challenging than I would like, and I can go for a while with it and be like, it's fine, and then I hit a point where I'm like, okay, I've had enough. But yes, that's me. I'm frustrated at the moment, and I haven't been on Instagram much recently, and I'm just a bit frustrated. I found I've got super itchy feet right now. Working on the van has meant a lot of time in one area, and then I'm back in an area that I was in loads last summer for work, and it's Perthshire, and it's a lovely area. It's really beautiful. There's lots of trees, stunning rivers. I love the water, so I love, you know, being around water for work and stuff. But I'm just a bit restless. I kind of want to go somewhere. I drove a really long route round for where I needed to get to today, just to drive on a different road that I haven't been on before. I've kind of wondered where the other half of the road went, because I'd never been like beyond a couple of spots where I sleep sometimes. So I took a long route round, being very careful with driving at the moment because fuel is so expensive, as you all know. So it's kind of a bit of a challenge. I would love to just head out west or north or something for a few days, but it's that kind of balance of, can I afford to do that? And yeah, I feel restless. I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere new. I used to travel a lot for work, and it has now been almost 3 years since I've left the UK. That's very strange for me, and I'm starting to get to that point of, I'd really like to go somewhere. I feel a bit restless and frustrated. And when I feel like this, I don't always want to share that, because I'd rather put something positive out there. But yeah, if I don't share this, then I'll never make a video, because I might feel like this for another couple of weeks. Who knows? What I did want to share with you guys this week is some video of my bed build, which was done a little while ago because I've been sleeping on it for a couple of months. When I was doing my bed, it was the beginning of May, and I was supposed to be heading down, well, I was heading down to England for my nephew's birthday, and then my parents were coming up to Scotland for us to have a bit of a holiday together, which was awesome and feels like so long ago now. And I was overwhelmed and swamped, and my amazing friend Steve, I've been staying with him and his wife Sarah, and he basically built my bed for me. I usually just want to do things myself, and I'm happy to have a bit of help, but I was busy trying to get the floor and the walls done, and was very, very grateful when he said, should I put the bed together for you? So I cut some wood, and I did a lot of sanding, and other than that, Steve did the more complicated stuff and put all the frame together, and then we did the ply on top together, because that's definitely a two-person job. So very, very grateful to Steve and Sarah for not only putting up with me, but also for the tools and the bed and stuff. I'm now at a point where I'm like, if I needed to make another bed, I'd probably know how to do it. But yeah, I didn't really know how to make a bed. And I do still want to put some holes in the ply that's on the bed frame before the winter. But it was just another thing I ran out of time to do.
Steve used a router to round the edges of the frame, and then after a fair amount of sanding, I was left with a lovely smooth edge.
Do that lot together, and there you have it.
Turn it that way.
That way?
No, the other way. So I can see the end of it.
I like that.
Cool.
This is a tenon saw, specifically designed for cutting tenons and cutting these half joints that I'm doing here. Very precise saw. Taking half of it in the first instance, and I'll mark along the cut line, turn it over and then take it out. So doing this is just cutting the fibres of the wood, allowing for this piece of wood to come out cleanly when we come from the other side. Wait a minute. The secret to any of this is sharp chisels. Blunt chisels would be like trying to cut it with a teaspoon.
So yeah, I got distracted by a bug crawling on my newly painted wall panel there. So bed slats, and these are the side bits of the bed which have been nicely sanded. I have sanded these. Steve has made them for me. I've sanded them so they feel good. So I've got two of them, and then those need to go in, and a piece of ply on top, and I should have a bed. I might be able to just lift it enough
I think
to
you can
get
probably
the back
lift
of
it
the...
to get the back in. That's about all you can do.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Don't need to take the whole thing out,
No.
do I?
Yeah, you can take it out, just put the saw down through there, but that will ruin the bed.
I mean, you've left a line here.
I've left a line.
Ready.
Saw here to
it didn't-
remove. Saw here to remove.
I love it.
There you go.
Thank you. That's just what I need. That's straight. I can't tell if that's straight or not. Do you have a
Yeah, I'll get one.
a wobbly thing? I think they're called levels.
Done.
Let me just cut, I think. Check my thinking. So that is 79, 78.25. So it's gone in a tiny bit at that point.
Okay.
But that's what it measured to.
So I cut along there,
Yeah.
and cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, I go like that.
Yeah.
So
And
we'll
then
do
you
the
do the
same
same on that.
There
Right. So we did 79.
you go. There's your pins and pencils.
Marking the ply up to cut it was a lengthy process. The shape of the van means that the front and the back of the bed are not the same dimensions, and of course it wasn't a simple straight line between the corners either.
So that makes sense, doesn't it? From there to there. Okay. Do not cut the big line down the middle. Do not cut this big line down the middle.
No.
Here I am, now just tapping my fingers. Right, so those corners are cut out of the bed ply, and somehow we've managed to get the shape okay around this. And now just getting those corners, because they overhang, well, these bits kind of stick out there, just getting those marked to cut those out.
After the bed was made and in place, we fixed it to the floor using L brackets and also screwed it in place through the back pillars of the van so it doesn't go anywhere when I'm wriggling around in my sleep. I decided to have my bed going widthways across the van because I'm short, so I can. It also gives me a lot of storage under the bed. And I wanted a fixed bed because I have no desire to have to pull out and make a bed every night. I like to just fall into it when I'm tired.
I had what was going to be a not very long video, and if I don't cut this a lot, it's going to now be quite a long video just because of me nattering at the camera. So